Hi guys, welcome to Fierce and Pretty. Han here. Today I'm taking part of a fun hashtag by AardeKracht Earth Power channel, and I first saw this video on Saturnarium's channel, and since then I've seen at least Wren's and Jennifer Pearson's VRs to this hashtag, and it's You in the Tarot. And today we're going with a turquoise theme because I just got the Tarot of the Divine last weekend. TarotPuoti here in Finland, they had this grand opening, and before this shop, when I went there in summer, it was just the size of now the whole area and now it's like a big gym classroom or something, and I thought that I needed a deck, and I had been wondering about getting the Tarot of the Divine by Yoshi Tani for a longer time, just because of a few images that I love about it. And this was a second-hand deck there, so that's why I went and got it. And also I'm using the Lightseer's Tarot because I think that these two decks kind of fit together in the color palette. And as you can see, I've done an edging job on both of them, and I really like how they turned out. But enough about the cards, and let's jump into the spread. So the prompts are how society sees you, and the Tarot of the Divine, so the upper row, I've chosen the cards for myself. And then on the lower row with the Lightseers, I've just shuffled the deck and the deck is answering for me. So that's kind of the gist of this hashtag. But let's start with the first prompt. How society sees me. And I chose the Queen of Coins to myself. And for me, I mostly thought about in this prompt the word society. I thought about kind of how I look on paper, and not necessarily how I look on the outside when I'm walking on the streets, but how I look on the paper. Because I work hard, I've been a kind of career lady all my life, I'm a mom, so I'm a good taxpayer, and I think that the Queen of Coins kind of represents that, how I look on the paper when it comes to the society. Even though my looks are not maybe necessarily very earth mothery or kind of that nurturing type, but I think that this was kind of a fitting image for that. Then the second prompt, how my family sees me, and here I went with the Page of Wands. And it's kind of hard to define family now, because when I think of my family, who lives with me, or then my parents and my siblings, but I guess all of them see me kind of this wild child. I'm the youngest of our family. I've always been known to do whatever I want and kind of jump all over the place and get excited about things, and I think that my family sees me kind of this naive person, also naive and maybe too easily excitable. So I thought that this was kind of fitting. Then the third one, how my friends see me. And for that, I kind of went with the similar idea as with the family. I went with the Knight of Wands. And my best friend always tells me that I'm like a racing car that goes from 0 to 100 in a second. And also my friends kind of really acknowledge the part in me where I get super excited and I dive deep and I do things that other people think that are a bit weird and kind of crazy. Even when I wasn't on my spiritual path, I was doing my fitness thing and whatever. So I think that throughout all my life, this is kind of a fitting image for me. Me on my motorcycle, me on my travels, me exploring new crazy things and doing things that not everybody is doing. So I think. And also I'm kind of adventurous and outspoken and, you know, always on the move. So I think that this is a good card to represent me in my friend's eyes. Then the fourth card, how I would love to be seen. And here I chose the Two of Cups. I love how the Two of Cups is depicted in this deck. It has a lot of strength in it. You know, kind of these two hairy, muscular, you know, figures there. There's strength, but there's also a whole lot of gentleness in this card. And because I am kind of a typical Scorpio most of the time, I don't let everybody in, but the ones that I do really get the best part of me. And why I chose this card was kind of like how I am with my friends and how I am with my families. And I value the other. I think partnership and sharing all that is good is important. And also because I'm an old softie, love is all you need, kind of a motto for me. Love for family, love in the relationship, love with friends. So I guess that the older I get, the more I'm willing to kind of show my soft side instead of my harder exterior. Then to the last card, who I actually am. And this was kind of the hardest card for me to choose. So I went with the Knight of Cups because as a Thoth geek, well, this is my card. And I think that the Knight energy kind of really fits me. And the Knight of Cups, being in the water, representing the Scorpio, doing all these deep dives and exploring my emotions and trying to, you know, soak in the water as long as is needed until I get comfortable with it. And also the transformation aspect, because all my life I've been, you know, thriving and pushing myself towards transformation, and which is all about that Scorpio energy. So I don't know, this kind of felt, maybe it's the easy choice, but it was the only one that I could choose, who I really am. A complex figure, because Knight and Cups, they are kind of energies that don't really go hand in hand. So I think that's kind of the thing. Kind of like the fierce things and the pretty things. They don't kind of go together, but still they kind of do. But okay, those were my choices on the Tarot of the Divine. So let's see what the Light Seers, because as much as I wanted to hate this deck when I got it, I've come to really love it, and it's been a really accurate reader. So let's see what it says today. So how society sees me. Oh, interesting. We got the High Priestess. So maybe this deck thinks about this prompt more than if people come into my house and if they actually see me. Then I could understand this. And also the kind of confusion, the lunar energy of the card. I think that is easy to see in me. But I think if somebody would need to see this in me, they would also have to know me. This is not my exterior. This is more about what I am on the inside. Then what about the family? How my family sees me. Temperance. Okay. Well, I might not be the most kind of balanced person, but in this I immediately think about the energy of the art card in the toss. Kind of the mixing. There I see myself a lot, mixing things together, mixing mundane with spirituality. I guess my family sees me working towards an inner balance, and that kind of like, maybe they see me on my quest. But what draws my eye in this particular card, in this particular deck, is the moon and the sun, the dark and the light. And that's a quality in me that I think everybody has always seen in me. The two very opposite sides, the light and the darkness. So maybe that's it. Okay, then what about my friends? Oh my God, there's the Two of Cups. See? The card how I want it to be seen. And here, the Two of Cups came for my friends. This makes my heart melt. And I might not have a whole lot of friends, but this is the way that I am towards the friends that I have. The Two of Cups. I give into the companionship, and I value it. So I really love this. That was beautiful. And what about the Light Seer's thoughts on how I would love to be seen? So this is interesting. The King of Swords. Well, that's interesting. So I guess that according to the Light Seers, I would love to people see me as brave and smart type, fearless survivor, who's not afraid of anything and who's up for the challenge, but who knows what they're doing. I guess that's it. Who knows what they're doing? Most of the time, I don't. But I guess that's why I would want people to see me in this way, I think. Even though the King of Swords is kind of a cold card, but it's more on the external parts that I show to the world when I walk in the streets where nobody knows me. So I guess this is kind of what I am expressing on those moments. And then finally, who I really am. Who am I? Please tell me, because I don't know. Okay, the Knight of Wands. Fun. I guess I knew, because here we have the Knight of Wands. I chose it to represent me in my friends' eyes, and I guess, well, the Light Seers agree that the friends always know you better. They know you the best, and they are the ones who know your secrets, and they are the ones who've seen you grow and evolve. And I guess I am a passionate person dancing to my own drum beats. I find it really interesting because in my birth chart, there isn't like any fire in it really. I'm really lacking fire on my birth chart. I got earth and water, lots of it, but not so much fire. So, but I still feel that, as well as the Knight of Cups, that the Knight of Wands kind of fits also. So these were my cards in this hashtag. I'm really eager to see yours if you take part in this hashtag. Until next time, bye guys!